Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of X-Note. So, let's jump right back in. In fact, that was the very first thing he told me when we met. Oh, right, I forgot. There's a certain part that I have to actually click. I've completely forgotten about it since he behaved as if he owns the school. Classes are about to begin. You are in my class, aren't you? Yes. Follow me. I will introduce you to the class. Miss Akia introduces me to the entire class before she begins her class lecture. The Zen Institute is much larger and extravagant than normal schools. Initially, I was worried if I could catch up with the school's standards. I was relieved when it turned out that there wasn't much of a difference between this and my previous school. After class... Finally, it's over! Essie, how was it? I hope you were able to follow my lesson. The Zen Institute is a private school, but it's not that different from the national standards. I'm doing fine, thank you. She looks at me as if she has more to say. Is there anything else? You are Emma's you are Emma's daughter, aren't you? How do you know my mother's name? Just as I thought. You may not remember this, but we have met before when you were still so little. Emma and I graduated from the same school. She was my senior and I have always admired her. I heard that Mother was an exceptional psychologist. Yes, Emma was an outstanding talent. Her studies won many awards. Very few people could match her contribution. That was why many were surprised when she decided to have an early retirement. Why did she retire? It was because of you. No matter how talented she was still a woman. She wanted to devote all of her time to you. Mother, I'm glad I was given the chance to meet you again. Emma would be proud to see that you have grown into such a fine young lady. Thank you. I still have some work to do. See you tomorrow. Ever since I set foot in this school, I've been greeted by so many revelations. Yet I feel that something isn't right. Why didn't I know of Miss Akia's existence until today? Was I really the reason of Mother's sudden retirement? I can't help but think that there are still many things that I don't know. YUON'S said that I'm free to do whatever I want after class. I should gather as much information as I can. We are going to go to the office. YUON isn't here. I'll go find him later. Oh. I mean... Okay. Let's go to the computer lab then? It seems that there's a class that is using the entire lab. I'll come back later. Okay, I guess corridor then. Essie! This bright and cheery voice must be his. Ore! How's class? Just the usual, it's nothing exciting. Me too. So much for investigating. Once I start talking to him, I completely forget about everything else. Is it alright for me to feel this comfortable when I've only met him yesterday? You like to wander around the corridor, huh? Yeah, I can see the clouds clearly from here. I like clouds. They are always changing. No two of the same clouds exist. Yet, no matter how many years have passed, when you look up to the sky, you still see them. The ever-changing clouds. I guess it must have been a weird hobby, huh? No, I think it suits you well. Really? You look exactly like those clouds, all white. Oh, don't remind me. I used to be real good at hide and seek, particularly during winter. Everyone said that I blended in too well with the snow. We ended up spending the entire day talking about pointless little things. This isn't good, I need to go now. I still have some training to do. Training? It's for the upcoming sports event. I see. I couldn't possibly tell him I'm doing ESP training. See you tomorrow. Take care. Heck yeah. Here goes nothing. Alright, we did clairvoyance last time, so let's do some telepathy. Match 3 of the same kinds. Yeah! Whew, that's all for today. It's time to head back home. Day 3, Tuesday, November 3rd. Class begins as usual. It's only times like these when I can feel normal. After class. Finally, it's over. Alright, I'll focus on investigating today. Where should I go? Let's go to the office. YUON isn't here. I didn't see him yesterday either. What is he doing? Yeah, for real. Okay, computer lab. Hey! I don't really want to go for this guy, but I don't know who else to ask. You said you know a lot of things, huh? You got that right. I can prove it to you if you don't believe me. I did research on you yesterday. Oh, really? Let's see. Your name is Essie. I was the one who told you that. Then how about this? You're 14 this year. Your birthday is on the 21st of November, and your favorite color is black. Right. Wait, I've got more. You're an orphan, and you're currently under the care of a guardian. That's correct. And your bust size is... Well, wait a second! Where did that come from? I didn't come here to listen to this. I'm going to ask someone else. Oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. You're a psychic. Did I hit the bullseye? How did you find out? You see, I ain't just good at gathering information. I'm also an excellent hacker. I hacked YUON'S computer yesterday. He has extensive data on every student stored in there. Yours is a little special, though. Your information is a lot more detailed than that of the average student. Is YUON your stalker or something? Tell me what else was written there. To be frank, I didn't read all the details. I just browsed through it. I'm going to go ask YUON. And don't you dare look up more things about me. Eh? Gotcha. I won't do it again. How cute. Oh god. He's one of those. YUON! What is wrong? Finally, he's here. Did you accidentally eat some bad food? You look like you are about to chew someone's head off. Where have you been all day? I had many things to take care of. Here we go again. He always manages to avoid answering my questions. I demand an explanation for this. I heard you have incredibly detailed data about me stored in your computer. Isn't that obvious? I would not have hired you if I had not researched you in the first place. That's true, but where did you get my information from? I got it from a very reliable source, but I cannot tell you who because that person asked me not to tell anyone. You promised to tell me everything, didn't you? That is true, but I promised that person first. At the very least, you should let me see all the data you have. Very well. It's getting a little late. Come back here tomorrow after your class ends. I will let you review it as much as you want. Good! Alright, more training! So, there are 3 people who know my secret. To think that I spent my entire childhood trying to hide it from everyone, it just seems so pointless now. And who was the one who told YUON about me? It must be someone I know since that person asked YUON to keep it a secret, but is there someone who knows me that well? It seems that I get more questions than answers every day. It's no use worrying about them. I should concentrate on today's training. Let's do psychokinesis. Oh, okay. Heck yeah! Whew, that's all for today. time to head back home. Day 4, Wednesday, November 4th. Class begins as usual. I have so many things going on in my mind that I can barely concentrate. After class. I've been waiting. I am surprised you kept your promise. I always keep my promises. I can't tell whether he's being truthful or I just haven't caught him red-handed. Come. YUON shows me my data. To my surprise, I don't find anything offensive in them. At least, it doesn't mention anything stupid like my bust size. Anon must have made that up yesterday, that 100% pervert. Is that all? Yes. Were you expecting more? I was just hoping that this data contained something I didn't know. To be honest, I don't remember much before my mother's accident. My memory of that time is blurred. I'm able to remember a little here and there, but nothing is clear. Childhood amnesia. In general, people are unable to retrieve memory from birth until around the age of 4. It's only natural for you not to remember much. That's true. So, even your most reliable source doesn't know much about me before that time, huh? Still, the details of these ESP articles are quite amazing. Can I have a copy? It might help my training. Sure. Articles have been added to note. Thanks. Alright, you know what? Let's look at them. These articles are taken from Essie's data stored in YUON'S computer. Aha! Let's see. Extrasensory perception, or ESP, is the ability to gain information through mind. It is commonly found in children and young adults. Studies of ESP, known as parapsychology, are common since its discovery. Despite the large number of researches of ESP, it is extremely difficult to record and reproduce this phenomenon under controlled scientific conditions. The majority of test subjects are unable to perform when put under pressure. Psychologists contribute this to the lack of full control and knowledge to utilize these abilities. Furthermore, most people lose their ESP once they've reached adulthood, making research especially difficult. List of ESP abilities. Psychokinesis is the ability to use the mind to affect surrounding objects. This could be manipulation of matter, space, time, or energy. Distorting or moving objects are some of the common examples of psychokinesis. It can happen both spontaneously and deliberately, indicating that it can be both a conscious and subconscious process. Psychokinesis training. Training psychokinesis requires you to improve your control. It is difficult to grasp the movement in the beginning, but it will stabilize if you wait for a couple of seconds. List of ESP abilities. Clairvoyance is the ability to use the mind to gain information beyond the 5 senses. It is sometimes known as the 6th sense. There are many types of clairvoyance, such as psychometry, the ability to gain information from objects, or trance, the ability to communicate with other entities beyond time and space. Clairvoyance training. Training clairvoyance requires you to improve your vision. It will help if you memorize the first couple of patterns, as the last pattern will always be different from the rest. Telepathy is the ability to use mind to read and transfer thoughts. Zener cards are commonly used to test telepathic abilities. Training telepathy requires you to improve your focus. It is one of the most difficult abilities to train. It requires you to figure out the correct rhythm. Okay. I guess that was that. I vaguely remember those from my mother, but I've forgotten most of them. Did your mother know about your psychic abilities? Yes, she was the one who told me not to use them unless it was necessary. I see. Speaking of which, how is your training going? I still need some more time. How long do you think it will take before your abilities could be used for the investigation? It will probably take another week or 2. Forget about the investigation and concentrate on your training from now on. Understood. By the way, you seem distressed lately. Huh? I know a lot of things are going through your mind right now, but I did not invite you here with the intention to burden you. There is no time limit, so there is no need to rush. You can enjoy school life as much as you like. Is something wrong?
Maybe you aren't such a bad guy after all.
Do I look like one?
Normally, I would think so. I'm just kidding. Thanks anyway.
Alright, more training!
YUON is right. There are too many things going on, and lately I can't focus properly. Psychic abilities rely heavily on a clear mind, so I shouldn't think too much for now.
Alright, clairvoyance. Okay. Circle, wave, cross. Go. Success!
Whew, that's all for today.
Thanks to all the trainings I did, I could feel my senses are getting sharper. This isn't just my imagination. Someone is watching me, and it's the same person who was watching me a few days ago. I can't let another person learn about my psychic abilities. I have to catch this person.
Who's there? If you don't come out, I'll call the police.
What was I thinking? That was such an unconvincing threat. Whoa! I didn't expect him to actually come out, and he's huge.
Who are you?
You're the same person who was watching me before, aren't you? I'm sorry. Huh? He apologized. I was expecting a completely different reaction.
Did you see everything?
Rexus. Huh? Is my name.
I didn't ask for your name. I want to know if you saw everything.
I'm sorry. Is that a yes or a no? What's with this guy? For someone with this kind of build, he is incredibly mild-mannered.
Explain to me why you're here.
I wanted to see Pegasus. Pegasus? You mean he came all the way here just to see that carousel's white horse? What a poor lie. Even I could tell he's a terrible liar. I don't mean any harm, so please don't call the police. Did he really think I was going to call the police? How dense can one be?
I won't call them, but you have to promise me that you aren't going to tell anyone about me and what you saw.
Understood.
Alright, you can go now. It's pretty late. I need to go home too.
I'll leave then. Please be careful.
What a weird guy. At least he doesn't seem like a bad person. Oh well, it's time to head back home.
Day 5, Thursday, November 5th. Class begins as usual. I feel slightly more relaxed today. After class.
Maybe I should go find someone to talk to. Where should I go?
We're gonna go to the office.
YUON isn't here again. I didn't expect him to be this busy. He definitely isn't a normal student. A normal student wouldn't have such a large office just for himself. What should I do?
We're gonna wait.
I guess I'll wait. At the very least, I'll clean the sofa so I can have some space to sit. No, I can't stand looking at this mess any longer. I'm sorry, YUON, but I have to clean this.
An hour later. Oh no, he's gonna get so mad.
Alright, this should do. You're back!
Did I enter the wrong room?
No, this is your office.
My office doesn't look like this.
Yes, it does. I just did a little renovation.
Or what did you think? Or what you did was unnecessary.
That's not how you thank someone.
I'm a perfectionist. I cannot stand the idea of someone else touching my stuff.
Well, I'm a perfectionist too. I can't stand the idea of a messy room.
What did you come here for? Is there anything you want to talk about?
Are you trying to tell me that I can't see you if I don't have anything to say?
That's not what I meant.
Speaking of which, is this yours?
Where did you find it?
I found it when I was cleaning the floor. It was hidden under the piles of paper.
Give it back.
What's with that reaction? I've never seen him wearing such an awkward expression. That's a Mr. Puffy keychain, isn't it?
How did you know? Of course I knew. Mr. Puffy is a very popular mascot. It's about as well known as Realm Phantasma. Realm Phantasma? What is that? What rock have you been hiding under all this time? That's a really popular show. I'm actually a huge fan. My favorite character is Dornick. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have never watched television or movies for that matter. Is that for real? I have no interest in entertainment, so I don't bother. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!